date today, Tammy?
The 10th.
Tammy's over there. She doesn't have any makeup on, so she'll participate vocally, which she does all the time anyway, but she's not actually going to physically.
And you don't? That's a joke.
I listen to what I'm told to do.
Whatever. I'm wanting a big fence in my backyard, and he's giving me a hard time about that. So y'all let me know what you think about
what
that.
Age
so I keep my
do
dogs
you
safe.
start trying to collect from your males? You saw that, right? She hit me. At what age do you start trying to collect from your males? Well, AKC says they can be 7 months old to be a stud dog, because you're not going to do much good at 7 months. I mean, you know, when you've got a girl in heat and they're 7, 8 months old, let them have a sniff around and see how they do. I mean, it's, you know, I get people all the time, well, not all the time, but I get people who call up and say, oh, I'm trying to use my male dog, and then I say, well, when was he last used? And it's like, never. And that's not going to work.
Somebody asked me about a 2-year-old male. Can we use him? I said, if you've been practicing with him every month.
Right, exactly. Look, when you need him, you've got to use him beforehand successfully.
When he's a puppy, you need to start in at
8
right
months.
at 7 months.
Yeah,
because,
7, 8 months.
Yeah, AKC will accept a male that young to, if he can produce, they'll go ahead and accept him with AKC.
So my experience is I've never had a dog at 7 months that could do anything worth talking about. But
usually about 10.
Spit a little bit, but by the time 9 months is coming around, they might be doing it, and by the time 10 months are coming around, they are doing it. So, look, every 2 weeks, practice with the dog, especially if you've got a female in heat. Give them a treat every time, make it a good experience for them. Before you know it, they will be doing the deed. Okay. Hello, are lilac merles a good dog to start a breeding program? Not sure of DNA right now, kind of jumping the gun, thanks. This is Joanne Monroe. Well, what do you think about that, Sam?
What did she say?
What do you think about a lilac merle as a starting a breeding program?
I think it's great.
Yeah, that's it.
But don't use it on another merle.
Right, there you
You'll
go.
have deaf and blind dogs.
Yeah,
but
you can't breed
use it
merles.
on solid
Everything
females.
else. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Love them. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. Especially the
We've
ones.
got 2 merles.
Yes.
Fixing to be 3
Yes.
or 4.
Yeah.
I love merles. They're like a painted pony.
Especially the ones that got great markings,
It
right?
is a surprise in every package when you have babies when you've got merles.
Yep.
They're beautiful. Especially like the merles.
Tammy
that
is
Picasso.
looking extraordinary. I'm not even going to tell you this one. The wolf pack says Tammy is looking extra gorgeous today. All these little puppies are making her glow.
Oh yeah, I love my babies.
She does love her babies.
Can y'all tell I love my babies?
Yeah, we can tell you love your
Yeah,
babies.
yeah. They're fantastic.
My dog's level 12-15 was a 1.5. 12-17 was a 7.2. I did the AI the following day. When would you say the whelp day would be? Okay, so you AI'd, I think, on the right day. Remember, it's 61 days from when you did the AI if you got it correct. You did the AI on 12-18. That would make puppies do 2-18. There you go.
Make sure you talk about the Nares. A woman called and said, please talk about the Nares on puppies.
Right, okay, well, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so French Bulldogs, because they have this smushed up brachycephalic face, they tend to have, especially the ones with really flat faces.
In French Bulldogs, yes.
Yeah, in Frenches. They don't have very big nostrils. Look at my big old huge nostrils. They don't have nostrils like me. I can breathe all day long. But some of those Frenchies,
their nostrils are real close together.
Yeah, they're closed up.
If they're nice and wide and open, you don't have a problem.
Right, so when you go outside on a hot day and they're running around, they can absolutely get lack of oxygen, and it can be a problem for them. And I mean, they can even turn blue and go cyanotic and even die from it. So, so how many times have we had Nares fixed on dogs? I can't count them on one hand. But I can tell you this: if you've got a girl that's going in for a C-section and her Nares are a bit small, just mention it to the vet, because I had one dog the other day that was a little bit small, and she said, oh, I can just fix that. And literally, she took a laser out and just lasered the nostrils on both sides. No surgery, extra surgery required, no extra expense, no discomfort for the dog.
It's why she was getting a C-section done.
Done.
Yeah.
So these days, if I've ever got a dog that I think is a bit snorty and it's on the table, I'll just mention it to the vet and see if they want to do a Nares.
Snip. It's just a little snip.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just a cauterization. They just shrink it up with a laser.
Yeah.
If you are going to have it done the normal way, then I mean it's fairly involved. I mean you've got to put the dog under, intubate the dog. You know, it's going to cost you $500, $600, $700. But if it's part of a C-section, it probably won't cost you any extra at all. So look at your dogs. If they've got, you know, if you see them when they're breathing hard and their nose holes close up and they're really up like this, they're a candidate possibly having their nose opened up. How would you go about scheduling a C-section if you were unsure of the due date? Do you take
Don't schedule a C-section.
Well, that's
folks.
exactly right. So that's exactly right. What Tam is saying here is exactly right. You can't schedule a C-section.
No.
I mean, this is the way you get into trouble.
Your female's going to tell you when she's going to have those babies.
So even if you knew when you AI'd the dog and it was on the right date, you've still got what we call a window of opportunity where you're going to have the C-section. Case in point, Kiki, who was bred correctly, has 4 puppies on board. She's a small dog, decent sized litter for her. She went 3 days after her second due date. Is that right? Or was it 2 days?
It was 2 days after her.
First was on a Monday, second was on a Wednesday, had her on a Friday. Yes.
Right.
She went 2 days after her second due date.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that is one of those situations where if you just followed a lot of vets, you absolutely could get in trouble. How do we know it was the right time? Her temperature finally dropped, and she started doing some nesting and panting, and her progesterone level finally went down to 2.5. The day before, her progesterone level was 15.
No, 14.
14. Okay.
Or 13 the day before.
Yeah. So the point here is
14, 2 days.
If you'd been the day beforehand, she wasn't panting, she wasn't nesting, she was eating food, her temperature was still 99.7, and her progesterone level was 14. You know, if you looked at those, you'd say, wow, she's still got a few days to go, other than the fact that she's already 2 days past her due date. And bingo bango, the next morning, here she is, scratching in the middle of the night, panting, temperatures dropped to 90.
Not 90.
Yeah, 90 even. 99, thank you. Thank you. 99.0, thank you. 99.0. So the point here is, it doesn't matter whether you know or you don't know, you don't schedule a C-section.
Right. Have plan A, plan B. Call around to the vets that have had experience in C-sections with bulldogs, and call around and get at least 2 vets to say that they're going to be around that time, that you've got first and second breeding due date. Make sure they're not going to be gone somewhere, and they'll be called in the middle of the night. So make sure you call at least 2 vets to get that.
Mr. Digital 9 says, Jesus, this is about my video on how to terminate an unwanted dog pregnancy. Jesus Christ, no help whatsoever, just a lot of blabbering. Shit we already knew. Oh dear. Okay. Well, there we go. Can't keep everybody happy.
Ask?
Well, no, he didn't ask. Hey, it's all right.
Okay.
It's okay. Look, I mean, you know, it's okay. So, you know, all right. We try to do the right stuff, but apparently we don't win everybody over. So there we go.
Right. Can it make everybody happy?
What should I do? We're talking about swimmer puppies. What should I do at this stage when she's still trying to use her legs and they're functioning, but her chest is going inwards? Well, you get this flat chest problem, and normally you fix that by simply taping their legs up and getting them so they kind of hobble their legs so they get up off their chest. Well, if this doesn't fix it, I can tell you what I would do. I go get a foam mattress, and I get that puppy on a foam mattress to take pressure off his chest. I think that's the only other thing that you can do.
I practice with my babies when they're in the, kind of like playing with them more or less than anything else. But the ones that I think are going to have little legs that are sprawled out, I always tuck their little legs feet underneath it and their legs in, and then they realize they can stand up, or I'll stick my 2 fingers under the
But this person
eyes.
here, they're saying the chest is still going inwards.
Yeah, I know.
So look, here's the deal. If the chest is going inwards, you can't go pull it out, right? All you can do is take the pressure off it. I mean, I don't know anything else you can do.
Right.
There's this.
But you're still having pressure on it when you do the little foam piece.
Well, less. I mean, that's the whole point, I think. You know. But I mean, here's the deal. I mean, it may be a genetic thing going on here.
Maybe the puppies were real fat.
Well, it probably is, but.
But when you're playing with it and you stick your hand under the little chest and let them learn how they can use their little arms,
Yes.
So, things like that, when you're playing with them while they're in their bed with mama, you can get them to start using
I've got a
the feed.
puppy that looks like a lilac and tan, has a merle face on his chest. He has an eye red glow some of the time. If you get a red eye glow. So, well, look, here's the answer to this. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's really simple. If you've got a merle dog,
What?
Red eye glow on a merle dog.
Oh.
Doesn't mean squat.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't
do
mean
the
squat.
DNA.
All you can do is DNA. Doesn't mean squat.
Right.
So
everybody should do a DNA on anything and everything.
If you do a video and you get
breeding, you have to have DNA.
Yeah, if you have a sporadic eye glow on a video, it doesn't mean anything. That's the first thing. And if you have a merle dog and it has a red eye glow, it doesn't mean anything either. So the answer to that one is, like Tammy says, go get the DNA done.
Yes, if you're doing any breeding, get your DNA done so you know what your dog has and what you could breed it with and what kind of puppies you're going to get with. A breeder that's helping you with their stud dog should know that information. If they don't, go to somebody else.
Russ Rod says, do heating blankets work as good for the puppy to lay on? Well, I know what I think about it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or if Mama chews it up, or the
so here's somebody else. The Wolfpack answered.
Cord.
Most heating blanks automatically turn off. It's hard to control the temperature. You need
yes, that's true.
You need a place for Mama to get away from the heat.
Long time ago, the heating little
so if the babies
things
can get wrapped
on.
up in the blankets and get lost, so be careful. If you look at this, be careful. If you don't have the budget for Love My Pups' amazing heating system, a reptile heating pad with temperature control will work. Well, good Wolfpack, you're on the money there, man. You reply exactly right. Here's the deal. Here's the reason why you don't want to use commercial heating pads for humans. First off, they turn off after 6 hours or 4 hours. That's a disaster. Secondly, they have, the dogs can chew on them and can pee on them, and they've got 110 volt exposed wires inside them. That's another reason to absolutely don't use them. And then a final thing is Mum can't get away from them, so to have something like our system is, in our opinion, the only way to go. So, yeah. All right. One more.
There's your face mask. Wear your face mask, people. Even after you get your first shot.
Oh, somebody's saying, how to evaluate pups and mum at 2 days old. Love, love, love. Tell me, how do you keep your towel so clean?
Buy new ones.
We're at Walmart right now.
I use bleach. I put Dawn liquid soap, the blue Dawn liquid soap, on the stains. I learned that takes stains out real good. And then I've got my little Oxy whitening. Oxy, what are those little gel packs? It's got Oxy something. I can't remember it. And then, of course, my
What do you pay for a white towel at Wally? Was it $3?
Oh, that probably rounds out to almost $4.
Yeah.
And you could sometimes find those on sale too.
And if they get really shitty, you throw them away, don't you?
Yes,
they get really. So I mean, we when you're first starting out doing this, you're changing towels twice a day, and you're putting pee pads down too to soak a lot of it because they get thrown away. So pee pads more to start with, towels later on, and change them out before they get too horrible.
Yes, yes, to keep the puppies smelling fresh and Mama's smelling fresh.
So we haven't told you to subscribe to us, but subscribe to us.
Yes.
Subscribe to us, please.
Yes.
Subscribe to us.
Okay.
Tell us what you want us to talk about, and we'll talk about it. Hey, everybody, be happy, safe, and be nice to your doggies.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask, bye.